All right, y'all, just bear with me for a moment. I just want to make sure that everything is connected. It has been a while since I have used this particular platform. So I just want to check to make sure that we are rolling on all of the platforms. So let me just check it and make sure. Okay, we are on Facebook. And if you all can please make sure that you can see and hear me, that would be amazing. And then we won't have to worry about it next time. Um, so I am checking YouTube because I do not go live on YouTube much. Okay, we are streaming on YouTube. All right, and I'm gonna just check one more page and then we'll go ahead and get started. I am not feeling my best today. I actually started feeling a little nauseous. So bear with me. Okay, and we are also streaming to the page. Good evening, everybody. My name is Felicia Carter. On here it says Fifi Carter, or you may see it on YouTube as Lioness Creation Designs. I am so excited to be here for our first episode of Spiritual Growth Podcast. I am 37 years old and I have a business called Lioness Creation Designs where I make spiritual healing tools and handmade jewelry. Also, I am just someone who has come into myself recently, within the past few years, I would say the last 4 years. So I want to talk about that. I actually was able to come upon this page through some very amazing people. And I'm just so excited to be here. I am a little bit nervous today. So if I am stumbling over my words, that is why. But as we get to know each other a little bit more, then you guys will get to see me without being so nervous. All right. So tonight is just going to be, getting to know me a little bit. And I also want to get to know you all as well. So if I'm able to see the comments, I will go ahead and we can talk to each other for a little bit. But I do want to let you know a little bit about who I am and we will go ahead and get started. If you guys could love, share, and follow this page. If you're not following me, that would be amazing. Also, follow Ka Age Institution, Lioness Creation Designs, and also any other pages that you see here. Um, so, like I said, my name is Felicia Carter. I'm 37 years old. I have 5 children and I am married. And I came into my spirituality within 2020. I was going through a depression. And what actually happened was that I started working at home with the kids. They were doing home school, which was really hard while I was at home. We lived in a smaller house than we do now, so they actually, were in the kitchen and the living room was like right there. There was no wall to separate it. There was no doors to separate it or anything like that. So I was able to hear and see everything that was going on. One second. All right. So I was able to see and hear everything. So teachers talking to the kids, kids talking to their teacher, all at the same time. And at the time, it was three of them. And, I was stressed out. I'm a wife, a mom. I was working. Everybody was at home. And it just, for me, it really just didn't seem to get any easier. It led me to trying to find a way to heal myself naturally. And that is when I started making chakra bracelets. I looked on Google to find out how can I heal myself naturally. And I found out about chakra. I started reading up on it. I got my first chakra bracelet. I felt the energy and I loved it ever since. And I have been creating my own healing jewelry. Um, and that is how I started going down the rabbit hole of spirituality, healing, natural, food, and what is it that I could do to, make myself better. I started learning more and researching more, and it's really just become a part of my life now. I learn so much every day just through people, through research, and I want to be able to share what I learn with other people. And so me actually being given this opportunity to host this podcast is something that I am truly grateful for, because not only will I be able to do this live on video, but me being live on video is something that I have been trying to get over that hurdle. Okay, it's not easy for me to be live on video. I get nervous and tongue tied and twist it all up and everything, but I want to step outside of myself and, get over the ego factor of, oh, I might sound crazy. I'm not doing this right. Whatever the case may be. I do have a podcast currently called Chakra and Love Healing, the podcast that does air on Spotify and other streaming platforms, but it's always different when you are, you know, behind the camera. You don't have to show your face. You could just talk and you're good. Nobody gets to see you mess up. This is something that is different for me. I feel like, everybody is going to see my face. Oh my gosh, I'm talking. And it's something that I am super excited about. And I hope that you all will tune in with me and be able to go along the journey as we interview other people. We talk about spirituality and we incorporate it into our lives. Thank you so much from tuning in all the way from Bay Area, California. What time is it over there? 5 o'clock. I'm so glad that you are here. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, nerves always get the best of me. I I truly am. Thank you so much. I am going to pretend like no one's watching, but I also want to be able to talk to you all and have you all talk to me back, because nobody likes to talk to themselves. So I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Um, One of the things that I want to do first during this podcast is really be able to get to know you all. You all get to know me. Um, some people who have followed me for quite some time, they kind of already know my story, but since everybody else is going to be, getting to know me and who I am, I'm going to tell you all about me. I have been through domestic violence. I have been married young. I had my son young. So there are lots of things that we're going to talk about. Um, a lot of things we're going to incorporate in. Okay, 511. Yes. You know what though? You are all gonna be family soon. Okay. We're not gonna say friends. We're gonna say you all are gonna be family soon. And it's gonna be an amazing time. Thank you so much. I really do truly appreciate that. Just being myself. Even with all the nerves. Even with all the nerves. But yes, we are going to talk about, how do you incorporate your spirituality into your life, into your everyday, right? Because when I first started this journey, it was a lot of things that I was seeing, a lot of things that I was being told, oh, you can't meditate this way. Oh, you can't do this that way, and really the main thing that I learned was that spirituality is your own personal journey. Okay, spirituality, there is no right and no wrong way to do it. You just be yourself, and you learn, you pick up things, right? There are so many rabbit holes to go down with spirituality, astrology. You got you know all of the other thing, comedic, and you know is Jesus real, is God real, like all of these different things that you could really go down and talk about. Hello, hello from Ohio. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for tuning in. No one else can find your vibe the way you do. Exactly. And with spirituality, you're gonna it's gonna be so many people that tell you, oh, you don't know what you're talking about, this and that or whatever. We are going to talk about all the things. All right. There is no right or wrong. I don't care who you are. And we're Look, I did not think that years ago as a teenager that I would be doing this today. I really did not even think that I would make it to, be the person who I am today because of so much trauma, so much hurt, so much pain. But one of the things that I have learned is that, working through your shadow and working through the traumas that you've been through and experienced is so important. I'm in therapy, my daughter's in therapy. Like I have been making it my business to work through the things that I have been through. And I don't want for my family to go through the stuff that I have. And even if they have been through some of the things that I've been through, I'm looking to change that for them at an early age. Spiritual exactly. And that's all that you can do. You have to incorporate your own set of standards, your own set of anything, right? Hello, thank you so much for joining. Where are you tuning in from, Sheena? Thank you all so much. I hope that you all share this to your pages so that people will know that this podcast is coming out. I am hoping to do the podcast on Friday evenings, but I do want to try and see, depending on what the vibe is tonight, um, you know, what's going to be easier for people to be able to hop on and really listen to the podcast and interact with us. So I'm so excited about that. It won't always be just me, but I am looking forward to talking with you all anyway, even if it is just me. Northern Canada, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. Okay. So tonight, like I said, we're not going to really get too heavy into anything, but I heard that there are a lot of, women on here. So I know that you all can kind of resonate with the story that I will let you know about who I am, where I've been from. I was married at 17, went through domestic violence at 17. I had my son at 17. Um, I was divorced by 18. And I went through a lot of things after I was divorced. Okay. And you deal with family traumas. I moved back home. So, it's definitely just a lot of things that we could talk about. It's a lot of traumas and things like that. But you really can't let the things that you've been through affect who you become, right? Yeah, it was rough. It was. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Um, yeah, it was rough, but after you have been through those things and you really figure out, okay, well, why did this happen? And you really start to dig down deep into your shadow, then it really makes a difference on how you look at things. My biggest thing though is that um, I've been in therapy, I believe, almost a year, and I don't think that I would have been able to get through um, some of the shadow stuff that I went through without talking to someone about it. So I also feel like it is important for you to definitely talk to other people. Hugs, may I ask your age now? Oh yeah, definitely. You came on a little bit late, but I just turned 37. It's okay. I don't care. I am 37, and my oldest son is about to be 20. So, it's been a journey, and really just learning about this stuff is so much. But I don't claim to know a whole lot about spirituality, but what I do learn, I love to share. I am an Arcturian. What is it? I'm an Arcturian starseed. I also have two other ones. For some reason, I can't think of what they are, but yeah, mine's sometimes wired in a way that doesn't even allow us to see. Exactly, exactly. Yes, yeah, everything you said is important. Yes, those, oh my goodness, those generational curses definitely. And then it's like when you're trying to change it, it's really hard, right? I mean, I I went through a time where I wasn't speaking to family, right? And then just going through this journey, it kind of forced me into, okay, so I have to make a decision on whether or not I'm going to continue not speaking to them, or am I going to actually set boundaries for them and let them know what those boundaries are, and you know um and see where it goes from there. So that's something else that I'm going to be talking about. Hello, hello. Thank you from Arizona. I appreciate it. Yes, it does. It does. The only way that you can really get through the traumas and for growth is to change. Exactly. And it's not easy because a lot of the times when you say that you changed and you're a different person now, a lot of people just they still see you as that broken person, that person who had a lot of trauma, and they don't take you seriously. And that's when in this journey, it can be hard. It's like, okay, like they expect me to stay the same, but I'm not the same person, right? So, we're going to talk about all of that stuff, relationships, not just, romantic relationships, but family relationships, mother daughter relationships, mother son, everybody. Because all of the people in your life, like they say, family is not always blood, right? So, I have definitely been making new family, especially through this spiritual family that I have, star seeds and, goddesses and gods and just everybody. Like I have been feeling myself evolve into this different person. Even my morning routines are different. My daily routines have changed. The way I eat has changed. The things that I'm interested in has changed. And it's never a bad thing. Grounding is so important. Meditation is important. Being with yourself is so important. Learning about chakras and crystals and healing oils, and learning about the other things as well, like your mind, and how do you get through life without doing shadow work? I don't think it's possible, honestly. But everybody goes through shadow work at a different point in their life. And the things that we discuss just in the spiritual community is so different from the life that you know you once lived before you have gone through any sort of awakening. And one thing that I want to say is that you never stop learning, you never stop growing. And that's for any and everybody. It doesn't matter if you're spiritual, if you're not spiritual, whatever the case may be, it never stops. How do I start? I want to meditate. I need to. Hello, welcome, welcome, Orion. Where are you tuning in from? Meditation is really so much more simple than people really make it to be. Shadow. I mean, meditation is not hard. You just have to take that moment and really be present. Meditation can be 5 minutes. Meditation, you can be walking and meditating. You can take a shower and meditate. You can be running and meditating. You can be cooking and meditating. It all depends on if you are present in that moment. And that's definitely something that we're going to talk about. All right. Thank you for tuning in from Texas. Welcome to the spiritual family. We all gonna heal the world together. Yes. And that's what it's all about, healing together. And even if people do not want to open up to that, that's fine. Let them be. Let them do what they do. I'm just not knowing what it is. I don't know if I am doing it. Well, if you're not sure if you're doing it, then you may not be doing it, right? It's all about what you make it, right? There is no right or wrong way to meditation. And that's what I want people to know. There's no right or wrong way to meditation. You don't have to sit a certain way. When I get up in the morning, I get up, make myself awake, and then I meditate. That's the first thing that I do. I lay down and I meditate. I close my eyes and I meditate. I go outside, I'll sit in the grass and I'll meditate. Meditation is simply being in the present moment. It's not about stopping your mind from having thoughts. It's simply observing your thoughts and then letting them go. You simply observe and you let it go. You go with that flow and you be present in that moment. Observe the stillness. Observe what is going on around you, and then you let it go. Yeah, that is what meditation is. Now, if you are a beginner at meditation, there are things that can help you. I actually sometimes when I feel like I need the extra help for meditation, I use an app called Insight Timer on my phone, and I listen to that and I let someone else tell me what to do so that I can really get my mind focused on being in that present moment. It's okay to use other tools, other ways. YouTube has plenty of meditation on there. There are so many apps out there. I think there's an app called Headspace. And they even have it on Netflix. They even have that on Netflix too. Yeah, that's way better. Many try to suppress everything to meditate, and that messes it up. Being more allowing is, yes, exactly. And when I first started on my meditation and my spiritual journey, I was thinking, oh, I gotta sit cross-legged. I gotta, I gotta close my eyes and I gotta be still. Nobody can interrupt me. I gotta do all these things so that, I have the perfect meditation. And every single time I tried to do that, I felt like I failed because I was like, I got so many thoughts going on. I got interrupted. Oh my gosh. Oh, meditation is so hard. I got to do this for 30 minutes. I got to do this for an hour. I got to do this for so you don't. 3 to 5 minutes, you know? You don't have to have a whole lot of time. 3 to 5 minutes is good for meditation. If you need help, do it in the shower. Meditate in the shower. Just, you know, take some music, whatever music you want it to be. It does not have to be meditation music, right? It does not have to be meditation music. Meditate to what is comfortable for you. If you want to dance and meditate, dance and meditate. You know what I'm saying? Like, do what you want to do. Meditation. Yes, a lot of people overthink meditation. Yep, exactly. And sit in a certain way is not going to do anything, right? Yes, I love music. I love singing. I can't dance a lick. I ain't got no rhythm for real, and it's okay. But when you do those things that bring you joy and you're just in that moment of the joy and you're not thinking the negative thoughts, you're not engaging in the negative activity, that is meditation. You are one with yourself, you are having a blast, and you are doing what you need to do for you. So, look, self care is something that I am huge on. Uh, Sometimes I'm like, oh, I don't have time today to do self care. No, I make it my business to do my self care, whether it's doing a little face thing for myself, taking that moment to sit by myself, to listen to this, or to watch this, or to journal this, whatever it is, to sit outside and just breathe for a moment. That I do that now. Yes, music is medicine. I did 3 to 5 minutes when I first started. I started out using guided meditations. Exactly. And now I don't have to have guided meditations anymore. Now I can listen to music, just the music by itself, instrumental, binaural beats or whatever, and just listen to that, get myself in the moment, breathe a little bit, and I'm good. That's all you need. Thank you. Yes, yeah, I'm so excited. Thank you so much for y'all coming on. Um, this is actually a little bit longer than I thought. It's like when I really start getting into, something that I really love, I really can talk. And that's one thing that you guys will notice is that the more comfortable we get with each other, the more conversation we have, probably the longer the episodes will get. I don't know. It just really depends. I'm really more of a person. I probably should have told y'all this at the beginning. But like my podcast, if you listen to Chakra and Love Healing, the podcast on Spotify, you guys know that I kind of just talk about whatever comes to mind. So it's more spirit led, really. And that's kind of what the season is on Chakra and Love Healing, the podcast right now, is more just having spiritual conversations. So whatever comes up in conversation is kind of what we talk about. You are so welcome. So we are going to try this episode thing every Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I think that might be a time that works for everybody. So we'll try the next episode to be 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as well. I don't want to just keep talking because I feel like we just gonna really just start talking about every single thing, and then I'm gonna be rambling, and it's gonna be too long. Nobody gonna want to watch it. So I like to keep things kind of short and sweet for the most part. Yes, yes. And we are definitely going to talk about all the things, and whatever I am not an expert in, then we are going to have other people who are experts in it. Other people, so y'all can get all the viewpoints. I want to know too. I want all the details. Yes, we definitely share everything here on this page. And yes. All right, awesome. I love you all. Thank you so much for joining Spiritual Growth Podcast. Please make sure you guys share, heart, and let people know that, Spiritual Growth Podcast is out there with Felicia Carter and Ka Institution. Love y'all. Good night.